Okay, so I'm having a look at this foamy water. It's very much a white grey kind of color, sort of in between grey and blue. I mean, orange and blue. So I'm just going to go and make an in-between color. I'm going to take some of this. And I'm just going to combine these two colors together. And I'm going to come and look at this foamy water. And I'm going to attempt to replicate it. And let's come across here. I'll take some of this. Actually, I think I'm using the wrong brush. I think I'm going to go and find a different brush. So I'm just going to take a soft brush. It's called a something mop. I can't remember exactly. I'm just going to soften this area. I'm going to take this Tish Dagger. It's a Tish Dagger from Rosemary & Co. I'm going to take this brush. A little bit of walnut oil. And I'm going to come along here. It's not really working. Just pretend I didn't bring this paintbrush in, because it's not really working. I'm going to figure something else out. I'm just going to mix some more color. Let's go like this and mix up some more color. I want to do a little bit of this blue. A little bit of blue in there. Let's go and grab some of that. Right. I really didn't want that much, but I want to go and add a little bit of yellow into that. Kind of looks right. That kind of looks right. Let's go and add just a dash more blue. Yeah, there you go. Looks like the color I'm looking for. I'm going to take this color. Just come and paint all this in. And then I'm going to come and paint this section here as well. I'm going to take this across here. Okay, so that's as far as I'm going to take it right now, and I will continue later. So let's just grab this white. And then you want to go ahead and mix that dark green color. I'm just going to go and grab some blue. So I'm just going to show you how to mix up that color so that you can go and paint in that area over there. So grab some white, grab some blue. Well, not that much, just a little bit of blue. And the color using is the green underneath, but reflecting the sky from above. So that's that's the color we're going to create right now. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow into that, make a greenish color. Maybe a little bit more blue, sort of blue-green color. So that's really how I got that color. Oops, no, I put too much blue in there, but then that's what you need extra to add in there to go and paint in between those things, those the foam on the water. So we'll just add a teeny more dash of yellow to that. And then that's the color you'd be using. Dash. Dang. So that's how you'd mix up that color, and then just go and paint in this area here, and I'll just carry on painting in this area. I just want to go and grab the iPad. Alright, there we go. I have my iPad. I'm just taking a close look at this. At the color. Let's go and grab a brush. I'm just using an angular brush like this. I don't even know where I got it from, an art store somewhere. Just an angular brush, and it's got pretty soft bristles. I don't even know what make it is, but so grab this brush, and the green looks to me like it's on a little of the dark side, so I'm just going to go and grab a little bit more white. Okay, that looks about right. And come in here. You can actually maybe add in a tiny bit of medium, minuscule amount, just enough to help your paint move. And then come in here and just paint this all in. Sort of a light green color, the combination sort of darker blue here and there. So I'm just gonna go and paint this right in here. Add more white to this. Or a little dash of medium. And then you'll notice that this white lighter area here is reflection. This is that reflection, this wave, and then there's a few more. There's a reflection right over here, and then a little bit of a lighter area right over here. So we're just going to come here, take some white, more white, and we're going to come here, just lighten that section. And kind of heads down further. And then there's another one over here. I'll lighten that ever so slightly. Oops, don't know what that is. Oh, it's a little bit of sploosh of blue paint. That's okay, we'll go right over it like that. Oh, I made a few white marks there, but we'll just leave it there because then it looks like it's part of the whole thing. And then this comes along here. Oh, I see, that's the start of the foam over there. So that's good. We have all of this in. And I'm going to make this. Just a little lighter here. It's all reflecting all that brightness from the waves. All this is reflecting right in here. And then we'll go and paint in all that foam. So I'm going to go and mix up that grayish white color. I'm just going to move this. I'm handling lead white. I just wear gloves. Sometimes I forget, but then I just wash my hands right away. So let's take this white. And just place it there. Now I'm just going to go look very closely, and I'm just going to grab this raw umber. I'm going to gray it first. Just ever so slightly, just a tiny dash, just so it's not white. And then I'm going to grab, it's so hard to know what color that is. Let's take some blue. The tiniest, but like barely enough just to change the color. As you can see, I'm very cautious about how much I put in there. Okay, so if I put my white up next to my image, I can still tell that is, I can gray that a little bit more. So I'm putting some more raw umber in there. I'm going to go and add a dash more blue. When I look at that color and compare it to the blue color in the wave, that's pretty close. It looks really light, but it actually isn't. If I compare it to that blue in there, it's really that same color. So it's amazing how your eyes can really deceive you, you know. And then it has this tiny bit of a purplish tint to it. Very tiny. I'm adding some vermilion in there. You can use Cad Red Light. Looking at this water and I'm going, okay, that's close. That's close enough. So now that I have this blue-gray color, it actually looks like it can go more gray. Just mix that raw umber straight in there. Let's see. I think that would be still a little bright. I'm going to go and add a little bit more raw umber. Too much. A little bit. And then add just another dash of blue. You can still put more raw umber in there. Still more, a little bit more blue. More gray. I think I'm getting a little close. I think I'm going to go and add a little bit of burnt sienna in there. Tiniest bit. Okay, let's add a little more dash of blue. I just wanted to gray that just slightly more. Actually, no, I think I'm getting closer. I think that is a little closer. Okay, let's try it out and see what happens. Let's just go and add a tiny dash of medium to that, like the minuscule amount. Just enough to help it move. Okay, I'm going to try this one. Although it is very soft. It's called a dagger. Rosary & Co. Sword. Sorry, it's a sword. Okay. Grab that. I don't know if this is going to work. It doesn't look like it, but I'm going to try anyways. soak it. Completely soak that brush. I'm going to add a little bit of medium to that. Okay, let's see if this brush is any good. I guess if you had to do like really super thin, fine lines, this would be perfect. But I don't think it's going to work for what I need it for. Look, it's super soft. Forget that brush. Let's go and make some more paint. I'm gonna have to mix more. Okay, let's do that again. Okay, let's take a little bit of blue. Ooh, a little bit of raw umber. Mix her up. Burnt sienna. Okay, I'm getting somewhere. Obviously, I'm going to need more. I'll gray that slightly. Some more. I'm going to add more blue. Okay, we're getting closer. And then let's just go and add a little bit of medium. Okay. Okay. This one could be firm enough to use. Add a little bit of medium into that. Work it into your bristles. Wipe it off. Work it into your paint. And let's just take this again. I want to add a little tiny dash of red to that because it has this pinkish hue to it, purpley pink hue. Just a little bit more red. And blue. go and add all those highlights in afterwards, but first we just want to go and get in all that sort of grayish color foam. And then we'll go and add a little bit more white on over that. But first I just want to go and place in the gray parts. And the foam isn't really gray, it's just, it looks gray because of the light that's on it. And once all this gray is dry, we'll come over here and add in the lighter parts of the, the highlights on the foamy water. And then we'll make it kind of more three-dimensional. But for now, we just want to layer in the foam. And then I'll put in parts of the water from underneath. For now, we'll just start with this. Then we can take some of this. Okay, so that's a good start. And so we have the holes painted, the holes in the foam. I'm going to take some of this white. I'm just going to put some of this in here. Sort of has this yellowish tone to it. I'll create this the shadow and the splash. And it looks to me like it's sort of a grayish yellow color. It looks like it's got a little bit of a green undertone to it. So I'm just going to add some of this in here. I'll add this right in here. There's a little bit of a bluish gray over here. And then there's this purpley shadow. And a little bit of red to the blue. Not too much. There's this shadow right here. And add a little bit of this yellow in there. And then I'm looking at all the bubbly water over here, the foamy water, and I'm just going to go and paint in those, whatever I see. I'll just paint on those shadows. I'm just giving the impression of what I see. There's just lots of foamy water, and you can't really see exactly what's going on, but you can give the sort of an interpretation of what you're seeing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come along and add more of this here, and I'm just going to just do a little bit more refining here. Okay, that's better. That's this kind of grayish blue right in here, but like I said, you don't have to make it identical. And then just make this blue just a little darker. Not too dark because it's kind of washed with foam and it looks lighter than it is. Okay, that works. And I'll just add a few more of those right in here. Doesn't have to be precise. I'm just going to go and add some more white. I'm going to take this paint. I'm going to add the teeniest little dash of yellow ochre in there. And of course, a tiny little dash of medium. So put it into your brush. I'm going to take this and I'm going to just come and work on this just a little bit more. I'm just using the corner of my brush. I think it's a little bit too much yellow in there, and that's okay. I'm going to come and add a little bit of burnt sienna. And it has a splash coming up here, but it's not identical because my canvas is not the same orientation. Does that mean it's not the same size as the image? So I've had to improvise a little bit. My canvas is a little shorter than the image. So I just have to go and improvise. So I'm going to come back to this because I want to add a little bit more medium into this paint because it's so stiff. Okay, so let's come back here. Okay, so I'm gonna just leave it at that for now. And I'm gonna come back with this. And I'm gonna come and I'm actually gonna go and add in a medium. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for it to dry before I do any more. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come and work on this. I'm just gonna do a little bit because this wave looks just like it's separate from the background. So I'm gonna try and make it more inclusive, make the background more inclusive. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna come with this, a little bit of yellow ochre and some blue. I'm gonna add a little bit more yellow. Maybe add a little bit of this yellow here because I find that yellow a little too orange. Okay, now that's looking a little closer. I'm just gonna add a little bit of dash of white into this. It's actually a little bit more blue. I'm gonna take this. A teeny little dash of medium. Okay, so So I'm just going to change the direction just slightly. I'm just going to, oh my goodness, that's a little dark. It's going to lighten that ever so slightly. And this is going to come this way a little bit. So add a little bit of blue into this. And I'm going to come on this side. I know you can't see it in the image, but I'm improvising right now because I think it's just looking too separate. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm just going to come in here and add in this blue. Maybe a little bit of this too. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Just gonna continue the wave on this side. I'm going to add some of those sort of streaky things. Okay, I like that. I like the look of that. So now I'm going to take this color here and add a little bit of yellow to it. A little bit of yellow ochre as well, not too much. Okay. So now I'm going to come here and I'm going to create another wave. I'm just going to come here, grab this green, and I'm going to add it just right into this wave. I'll add a little bit of blue there, a little bit of this, some yellow. Make it more green. Okay, so I need another brush. Let's do this. And I'm changing it up quite a bit there, but I have to because I don't want it to be too separate from that. So let's see if I can improvise here. Okay, just keep moving. Just keep moving along here. Okay, I want to come. I'll just move the stick. I want to come here and keep moving in this direction. Just add a little bit of medium to that. And then we'll just come along here and just keep filling this in. I'm going to take this, a little bit of medium. Okay. So now, I'm just going to clean off my brush. All right. Okay, down like this. Just add a little bit of this. Take a tiny bit of this. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of this and I'm going to get some burnt sienna. I'll take some more paint. A little bit of medium, not too much. A tiny bit more. Oh, just enough. I'm going to come along here. My trusty stick. And I'm going to just flatten the brush. And I'm going to come here. I don't know what's going on there, but it's really hard to see. It's kind of hazy there. I'm going to just continue with this here. Just paint. Then I'm going to do the same thing with this wave over here. I'll just come along this edge and just create a little bit of white water. And come here. And just all very lightly.